Hey guys, welcome to a special episode of SEO on Air. Our guest today needs no introduction. Every single digital marketer in the world would have come across his name or his blog or his shows for sure. He also conducts many podcasts with millions of downloads. The real big daddy in marketing, Mr. Neil Patel. Welcome to the Stan Venture Show.
Thanks for having me.
Great. So Neil, first of all, I did had this question for a long time. I wanted to ask it up front. So what led you to create such a fantastic tool like Uber Suggest?
I wanted to create a tool that was really usable for people who are just trying to grow their traffic, right? Like there's a lot of advanced tools out there and there's nothing wrong with them. But if you're just starting out and you're trying to grow your traffic, a lot of the stuff out there is really hard to use and we wanted to solve that problem.
Mm-hmm. Great. So how do you manage to add such, more and more features in such a short duration of time?
The way I was able to do it is just lean team using, all the latest and greatest technology out there. Amazon Web Services helps a lot. It speeds up development time. Their server infrastructure isn't the most affordable, but it allows development to be quite a bit quicker as well.
So there's not hundreds of developers behind it.
No, we have 8.
Seriously? Wow.
Yeah, just 8.
Okay, this is exciting. So with just 8 developers, you pulled off such an incredible tool. Awesome, Neil. So Neil, the topic for today's podcast is like how to unleash Uber Suggest for the link acquisition campaigns. Because we know that there's a lot of information about the keyword research and the technical audits. There's a lot of features in Uber Suggest. But we wanted to specifically pick up backlinks, the feature on backlinks, and how we can use it effectively for link acquisition campaigns. So before we dive deep into it, so what do you think is a perfect backlink in 2020?
Anything that is related. So, the like if you can end up getting a site that is super related to you, like in the same niche, has a ton of authority, is contextual, like in content links, that is ideal, right? Like a lot of people just go for high domain authority links or domain score, whatever you want to end up calling it. So if you just go after high domain score links, but it's not on a relevant page, not on a relevant site, not contextual, it just doesn't help as much.
Right. Absolutely. So now that we've defined a perfect link, like you mentioned, it's going to be a relevant link. Relevancy is the key. And now, how do we use Uber Suggest to build such a perfect link?
So what I like doing is I like going to the top pages report, and this shows me all the top pages for my competitors. I look to see if I have similar content. If I don't, I'll consider writing content that's similar to their top pages, but better using the skyscraper technique that Brian Dean breaks down. And then from there, I'll reach out to all the people that link to the competitor's article. And it shows you that within Ubersuggest, you can just click view all under the link account, and you'll see every single person, and you can just hit each of those sites up. The other thing, the other thing that really helps too when you're trying to build links is if you already see a page that's super popular on your competitor's site and you turn the content into an infographic. It doesn't work with all content pieces, but it does really well for the data-rich ones. Right. And you publish it, you can hit up all the people who link to the original article from your competitors, let them know have you a visual version, and in many cases they'll embed it and they'll link to it as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So that means we begin with top pages first, and then look at some of the pages where the competitors are getting links from, and then we're gonna do a backtrack and start doing the outreach campaign. So what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Great. So like you mentioned, relevancy is an important factor, and I'm pretty sure even we shouldn't be getting a link from the spammy neighborhoods as well. So we know that you have a domain score metric at in Uber Suggest. Can you share insight on domain score? How do you arrive this metric?
Sure. So the main score comes up from things like the site linking to you, who's linking to them, how many keywords are they ranking for, what's the position that they're ranking for, social shares, on their pages of their website. So we're taking a lot of metrics like that to come up with the authority of the site.
Mm-hmm. So,
like how often are they publishing new content? How often are they updating old content, right? We're taking a lot of factors into account.
Absolutely. So does that discount the spam score of the site as well? Because that is something which majority of us check when we initially want to outreach. We first ensure that that thing is resolved. So is this domain score also discounts a site's neighborhood, where it's getting links from?
Yes, it does.
Wow, great. Okay. So now that we are in the top pages, we are just filtering it out and filtering out to the top domain scores, and we're trying to outreach. Now there are a lot of guest post opportunities that should be available, right? So is there any hack or trick that we can use in the messages to spot these kind of guest post opportunities at scale?
Not really to spot guest posts. You can use it to find content opportunities and what you should write about. Like we have a content ideas report that tells you what's hot around the web and what people want to read based on social shares, backlinks, and search traffic. Mm-hmm. But there's not one area you can go and you say, these are all the sites that'll accept guest posts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got it. And so specifically, let's take, for example, a shoe store online, and they want to do a complete backlink building campaign. And like you mentioned, we are identifying few competitors, looking at some of their top pages and trying to get some of their backlinks in. Now, is there like any advanced filters or something that we can try to use and try to filter this out in a faster route? Like not just guest post, but maybe, probably I would say something around like a country specific domains, for example, or maybe even language specific.
You can do a lot of filtering around languages. You can browse and see what sites are doing really well. You can see which sites are pushing out a lot of content. So you can see a lot of things like that that'll help give you indications of what to target and what not to target.
Okay, awesome. So, so now
you
we've got
like start filtering by authority and keywords and what people write on and exclude certain things. So all really easy and helpful.
Okay, great. So where do you think the future of backlinks is headed? So will it still be relevant after 5 years?
I think so. I don't think as much as it is today. I think user metrics will be the key to winning in the future.
Okay, so that's a big this thing in itself. So the user metrics, in the sense, the dwell time you're saying, or
dwell time. How many pages is someone visiting? Are they finding value from the page? Are they continually coming back? Are they searching for the brand on Google? Right, those are all examples of user metrics. Now, that doesn't mean links will go away. It just means if links have a certain portion of the algorithm right now and weight, maybe they have 20-30% less, but they're still going to be a big portion of the algorithm.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we know that you're working a lot of features with the team, with the lean team that you mentioned. So can you give us a brief, a sneak peek into like what type of new features that we can expect from our site in the coming months?
Up and coming months, the Chrome extension is almost done. We're wrapping up testing on that. And as you browse the web, you'll be able to see more link opportunities, more keyword ideas, social shares, data on different URLs and stuff like that as well.
Okay, that's great. So this is like a Chrome plugin, is it? That you're saying?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. So Neil, you've done a lot of, I'm pretty sure you would have done a lot of link acquisition campaigns and stuff. So for agency level people, can you give us a few productivity hacks that, that we can use to scale up the link acquisition campaigns?
Do you say few productivity hacks?
Yes. How do we increase the efficiency? Because the moment, when we are looking at scaling up the link building efforts, right? So we get stuck usually because of the poor quality of the site. So also some of the things, what happens is we usually use metrics as domain authority, and then when we check in domain score, domain authority might be high, but when we check in Uber searches, the domain score will show low. And then when we actually check the traffic, it's actually a low site, low quality site. So we naturally tend to follow Uber suggestions and try to filter out such low quality sites. So is there any scalable way for people like us to, to scale up these kind of link acquisition campaigns? Can you give us few productivity hacks for that?
Yeah. So have you been using tools like Scrapebox?
Yes, we did a while back. So yeah, Scrapebox is something which is, yeah, we've used it for a while.
Scrapebox is really good. There's people who have done additions onto Scrapebox that makes it easier and more automated,
Mm-hmm.
even with the sending out of the email. But you have to be careful because of things like GDPR.
Mm-hmm.
My ultimate dream is to just within Uber Suggest eventually just tell you, here are the links you should build that are most likely to link out to you.
Okay.
Like I want to make it as super simple as possible. Here are the sites that'll accept guest posts. Here are the sites that'll make it easy to link out to you. Like I'm trying to automate as much as possible so you have to do less and less work over time.
Awesome. That would be great. That could save a lot of time, actually. And
You would, yeah, and that's the goal over time.
great. So Neil, now that Amazon has slashed the affiliate commissions, and maybe a lot of affiliates would be looking at hunting for better offers and stuff. And we know that you've spoken on a lot of affiliate conferences worldwide. So can you give us, some common mistakes that people should avoid, especially the affiliate websites, while they are trying to build backlinks to their websites?
All page links. You don't need all page links. Don't focus on the highest authority. Focus on relevancy. Focus on quality content. The other big mistake that we see is people try to do rich anchor text links. You don't need a ton of rich anchor text links. Think about the user experience. What will benefit them? What are they going to click through? And you don't need the most amount of links. Everyone believes that you need the highest quantity of links to rank. That is false. Quality really wins over quantity.
Right, absolutely. So what you're saying is that we should also not just look at the number of backlinks, but also look at the other metrics as well. That's the key, right?
Yep.
Great. Okay. And now that this is becoming more tougher and tougher with regards to link building, Neil. So there are a lot of new updates that's coming from Google last year, like the no follow, the sponsored tags, the UGC tags. So what's your opinion on that? Is this going to be impacting the way that we build links, or is there any specific things which you think that we should be following going forward?
Yeah, I know they have new tags. I don't think most people end up using them because most webmasters won't ever know. Google's not saying you're required to use them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think people focus too much on things like SEO and link building, even though I'm an SEO and you guys are SEOs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they need to focus about the user experience and doing what's best for them. That's who's going to win in the long run. It's the person who puts the customer first.
Right, great. Well, that's all I have for today. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Neil. You've shared a lot of good insights. I'm pretty sure UberSuggest is going to be, adding more and more features in the coming months. We wish you all the best, and thank you so much for coming to our show.
Thanks for having me.
Great. Guys, so feel free to share your comments, your feedback on how about this podcast, as well as our previous episodes. We're always trying our best to improve this show. Feel free to comment, and we'll try to improve further. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Neil, for taking your time out for coming to this podcast.
Thanks for having me. Take care.
Great.